Donald Trump is panicking as the MAGA brand is currently in a death spiral, so much so that Donald Trump is saying to call it Trumplican and no longer call it MAGA. Now, Donald Trump is particularly terrified about a special election set to take place in Tennessee tomorrow. That is a special election between Tennessee State Representative Afton Bain, who's the Democratic candidate, and Matt Van Epps, the MAGA Republican candidate. This is for Tennessee's 7th Congressional District, and it follows a MAGA Republican Congressmember Mark Green resigning his seat. Now, Tennessee's 7th is a plus 22 Trump district. However, the polls show it neck and neck, and this could be a massive upset where MAGA can be absolutely humiliated. A Democrat has not won Tennessee's 7th since 1996, and Tennessee has done everything possible since that time to rig its maps with the most offensive gerrymandering imaginable to try to keep Republican rule there permanent. But the Democrat, Afton Bain, appealing to people by talking about affordability, about all of the problems.
Trump is on the Epstein list. Yes, he is.
That Donald Trump did not. Fill all of the fraud that Donald Trump engages in. Every single day. So we see Donald Trump panicking. As I said, he's saying, call us Trumplicans. He's also saying, to the great people of Tennessee's 7th District who gave me record-setting wins in each of 3 elections, I'm asking you, get out and vote for Matt Van Epps. He will be a great congressman. And unlike his opponent, he cherishes Christianity and country music. She hates
Dictator moves with tiny hands.
them both. This is a very pivotal election. The whole
Unchecked authority, screwing norms.
world is watching. Make America great again, exclamation point. Now, Matt Van Epps would be more of the same PPP, pedo protection program. Now, Donald Trump has turned the Republican Party into a massive cover-up ring for a child sex trafficking ring as they support covering up the Epstein files. And of course, they also support ripping away health care from the American people and making people's lives unaffordable and psychologically torturing people who live paycheck to paycheck who can't pay their rent. But Donald Trump wants to invoke Christianity while he's engaged in the most disgusting life imaginable. He's a felon. He's a sexual abuser. He's on tape bragging about sexually assaulting women. And I can go on. About him being a fraudster, but this is who Donald Trump is. Then Donald Trump posts the following. I'm asking all America First patriots in Tennessee's 7th Congressional District who haven't voted yet, please get out and vote on Election Day, Tuesday, December 2nd, for a phenomenal candidate, Matt Van Epps. Matt is fighting against a woman who hates Christianity, will take away your guns, wants open borders. Transgender for everybody, men and women's sports, and open disdains country music. She said all of these things precisely and without question. It's on tape. Do not take this race for granted. The radical left Democrats are spending a fortune to beat one of the best candidates we ever had, Matt Van Epps. You can win this election for Matt. Get out and vote for Matt Van Epps, who has my complete and total endorsement. He will never let you down. And Donald Trump's been making post after post about Tennessee's 7th Congressional.
If I told you my story, you would hear hope that wouldn't let go. And if I told you my story, you would hear love that never gave up. And if I told you my story, you would hear life, but it wasn't mine. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all.
District. Now, as Adam Carlson wrote, even if Republicans hold the seat, seeing them sweat this much over a Trump plus 22 district that no Democratic presidential candidate has won since 1996 is so much fun. But let's just talk about what's happening with the Republican Party as well right now. We talked about how Troy Nehls, a MAGA Republican candidate from Texas, who considered himself ultra MAGA, and he'd walk around the halls of Congress. He's a Congress member wearing like these cut-off t-shirts while wearing American flag Trump bow ties and Trump's face on his shirt saying never surrender while smoking cigars. You can't make up these cartoonishly villainous weirdos over here. Well, Troy Nehls says that he's out. He's resigning. We talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene saying she's resigning. We've seen 6 MAGA Republicans saying that they're resigning already. We've been reporting how we expect to hear from a lot more Republican candidates resigning soon, even before the midterms, possibly changing the list. Speaker of the House from MAGA Mike Johnson to Hakeem Jeffries. I don't want to go there yet. There needs to be some resignations for that to happen, but